Hi folks, I'm Kaylee Hamill with Brave Heart Beasts, and I'm here to bring you another tip for Tip Tuesday. Today I'm here with Wish, a 9-year-old thoroughbred gelding, and I'm going to be showing you the proper way to tie your rope halter. So our very first step is going to be taking the long end of our halter onto the right side of our horse. So we can first start by just either reaching over our horse's neck like this, grabbing our halter, or my personal preference is to just ask my horse to give me their pole all the way down so that I have an easier time reaching. So I'll take the long end of my halter here, drop it, thank you, and just slip the noseband up onto his nose. From here, I'm going to take the end of my halter over his pole and thread it through this little tie loop. And then all I'm going to do is start to adjust the slack out of this halter so that it sits where I'd like it to on his face. And so what I'm going to look for is that it sits just below his cheekbones, and also that there's not too much slack by his jaw, because if there's too much slack here as we work, this whole halter will start to drop lower on his face and we won't have a good fit. So once I have it adjusted, I'm going to take the end of my halter and start to tie my knot. Pay attention. I'm going to bring it back towards his wither here, and then under this tie ring, if you can see here, once it's under this tie loop, if you can see on my hand, this little loop we've created here, I'm going to take the end of my halter and bring it up through that loop and pull it snug. And so what that has done is it's created a knot around the tie loop of the halter so that if Wish was ever tied to something and pulled back, I would always be able to push down from the end of my halter to loosen the knot around the loop. If I was to tie this so the knot sat above the loop and he pulled back, it would become so tight that I wouldn't be able to untie it. So super important that it's always around the loop. And so I'll show you guys one more time. So here, once again, the end comes down through our tie loop, back towards the wither, underneath, right, forward towards his ears. We have this nice little loop here. We're going to bring the end of the halter up and pull it snug. And so with this halter, if you have a little bit of slack left over, all I'm going to do is thread it under the piece that sits on his pole just to keep it up and out of the way. So there you have it, folks. I hope that was helpful, and I will see you next week.